This is your weekly trip to paradise, Louisiana style, with Gary Risponi. Paradise, Louisiana is also brought to you by Baton Rouge Coca-Cola Bottling Company, Benny's Car Wash and Oil Change, CCA Louisiana, and the CCA Louisiana Star Tournament, IMCO, and by Farm Bureau Insurance.
Welcome to Paradise, Louisiana, and this is a paradise. Been some very hot weather, but look, coming this week, got some great news. I'm not going to skip over, but this is an outdoor show, and I don't want to say too much about things that are going on in the sport, regular sports, but, you know, congratulations to LSU, another national championship in baseball. So, what everybody else is hollering, Jason, my partner, has been screaming. This is a fishing show. But with another congratulations, Miss Louisiana was this past weekend, was announced. I had all the names, but I'm just going to mention the winner, Gabrielle McLeod. She spends a lot of time in Monroe. She said she was originally born in Mississippi, but her heart's in Louisiana. And Gabrielle, I know some of your sponsors. We have had past Miss Louisiana on TV shows, some of our friend shows they've been on. We're going to do our best to get you in the outdoors. So congratulations, Gabrielle McLeod, the new Miss Louisiana. And always congratulations to Coach Johnson and the LSU baseball team. The rest of the show, we covered up with bass tournaments, fishing reports, and we're going to try to just wade through them and stay off all the other things. Just stick to fishing right now. Outstanding fishing. We'll be right back.
Peyton Murphy. I trust him.
Very respectful.
Very professional.
Reliable.
Very knowledgeable.
You can't ask for nothing better than that.
Choosing the right lawyer is an important decision. Visit murphylawfirm.com or call me, Attorney Peyton Murphy, 928-8800.
I've been asking him to change the oil for months now, and he never did. So I finally just went to Benny's. They even washed my car for free. Uh-huh. And you know what? It was amazing. Yeah, I left Benny's and got home before Rob even knew I was gone.
Benny? Who the heck is Benny?
Sign up today for the CCA Louisiana Star Tournament. You can fish inshore or offshore, from the bank or a boat, for a chance to win a truck, a boat, tackle packages, and more. Male or female, young or old, the Star has a division for you. Your registration also helps CCA continue its work to rebuild critical fish habitat along our coast for all to enjoy. Don't go fishing this summer without your Star ticket. Go to ccastar.com to sign up today.
Peyton Murphy. I trust him.
Very respectful.
Very professional.
Reliable.
Very knowledgeable.
You can't ask for nothing better than that.
Choosing the right lawyer is an important decision. Visit murphylawfirm.com or call me, Attorney Peyton Murphy, 928-8800.
Well, this is our tournament and rodeo report, and thank God Steve Fontana sending me the reports. Really not his job, but thank you, Steve. And you was fishing it, and I appreciate it. Media Bass Team Tournament, that was at Dry Runs this past week, and thank God Steve show up. I don't know what's wrong, who's running it, but they used to send them before and after. Let me tell you, I'm not full of myself, but any one of these shows, if you would send us and announce your tournament coming up, and it's an open tournament, it's not going to hurt your attendance. And I got some personal tournaments I've been working all these years, and they forgot one year. I'm not trying to pat myself on the back, but you can ask them. Their attendance was down. A lot of times there's so much going on, you got to remind them. So I'm going to give you that one, and then we got the people that are very good at keeping us posted is with the high school and the locals, especially the Junior Southwest Bassmasters. So I'm going to give you those reports later, but right now I'm going to the media team bass out of a one-day tournament out of Dry Runs. First place was the King in the board team. He had 13.07. Now, some of these weights look good, but let me tell you, when you got past the top 5 or 6, it's terrible. They still, we still on the verge of bringing different people in from wildlife and fisheries. That kill, that last hurricane, was a lot worse than what some people are saying. I got some I call experts, but the wildlife and fisheries really have went back and looked at it, and they did it. But these bass fishermen, I know close friends that they seeing the numbers down, especially in Lake Barrett, Bell River also. Chapel Spillway has been so high right now, but you won't believe it, but the first place stringer ran to the spillway. It was open both sides, end up with 4 big fish, and they won it at 13.07. Yeah, that's King in the board. And the second place, the Temporero brothers had 12.81, had a big fish for 4.47, the top fish, and then Temporeros and them, I said, no, that was Steve Fontana and John Fontana, my buddies. They come in third with 11.63, and they had a big fish for 4.30. And fourth place was Glover, and I can't even read more like crayon. They had 11.16. In the Southwest Junior Bassmasters, the Lake Concordia, it was a 2-day tournament, but they did combine. There were 2 one-day tournaments, okay? And Lakeview Lodge. And Cindy and Jim Bro, thank y'all. They're always doing it. Send pictures, send whatever they can. Break it all down for me and email me to them. It's the best way. This week they got a little hairy the way they came in, but it might be my fault, with my email. So, but Southwest Bassmasters, that's the Lake Concordia and Lakeview Lodge. First place, 15.82, first day, Saturday. Eric Burns, 11.63. Second place was Grant Bruyette. Third place was Aiden Alvarez, and big fish was Evan Burns. 11.14, Landon Salty, 10.88. And no, that was second place was Parker Richard. Third place was Claude Morales. Big bass was Landon Shortley. 7 to 10-year-old Parker. No, Canton Swally, and then Nathan Watts. And big bass was 301 by Kent Watts. The other division, let me see if I can get this straight. I can't read it. Drew, that was Drew. Elton Burns and Nick Shelton. Now, let me go second day. Let me go to second day here. We got Sunday, 15 to 18 years old. Blake Leroy, 11.24. Second was Benson Sheridan, 8.45. Third was Evan Burns. A big fish was Evan Burns was 3.79. 11 of 14. Aiden Galisso, 7.48. Second was Landon Shortley. Third was Cole Watkins. Big bass was Cameron Sudan, 4.73. 10-year-old first was Nathaniel Watts, Blake LeBlanc, Case Mobile with third, and big bass was Nathaniel Watts. The adult division first was Henry Gilisso. That's Luray. Matthew Watts. Big bass was Nathaniel Watts. Let's see, big bass was Drew Como. That's it. Thank y'all guys, especially Cindy and Jim Bro. Thank y'all for that's our tournament fishing and tournament fishing report. There's a lot of them coming up. You know, we got all the big tournaments coming over here. 4th of July, you're gonna have the tournaments at the Golden Medal Fouchon Rodeo, and then you're gonna have the Big Daddy Grand Isle Rodeo. So just stay tuned for us and look what's going on. And if you got to call them marinas and everything. We got a great fishing report, so stay tuned. We'll be back with the Berkeley Abu Garcia Fishing Report.
Peyton Murphy. I trust him.
Very respectful.
Very professional.
Reliable.
Very knowledgeable.
You can't ask for nothing better than that.
Choosing the right lawyer is an important decision. Visit murphylawfirm.com or call me, Attorney Peyton Murphy, 928-8800.
I've been asking him to change the oil for months now, and he never did. So I finally just went to Benny's. They even washed my car for free. And you know what? It was amazing. Yeah, I left Benny's and got home before Rob even knew I was gone.
Benny? Who the heck is Benny?
Sign up today for the CCA Louisiana Star Tournament. You can fish inshore or offshore from the bank or a boat for a chance to win a truck, a boat, tackle packages, and more. Male or female, young or old, the Star has a division for you. Your registration also helps CCA continue its work to rebuild critical fish habitat along our coast for all to enjoy. Don't go fishing this summer without your Star ticket. Go to ccastar.com to sign up today.
The best part about being a member of a Touchstone Energy Cooperative is that it's your Touchstone Energy Cooperative. That's the power of your co-op membership.
Demco, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
We put faith in our vehicles to connect us. We understand how important it is to have transportation you can rely on. So no matter what the road ahead brings, we'll be there, offering you and your family the support that's made Farm Bureau Insurance a trusted name for over 70 years. You deserve more. You deserve a promise.
Do you want to make sure you're doing things right when boating in Louisiana?
Make sure every occupant in your vessel is wearing the right type and size life jacket before leaving the dock. Size information for the intended wearer can be found on the information panel.
Make sure you stay safely to the right side of the waterway when you're operating in a narrow channel. Always choose to go right when it is safe and practical.
Make sure you're operating at the right speed for the given conditions every time you're boating. Just because your boat can safely travel at higher speeds in perfect conditions doesn't mean it should in a chop or when encountering other wakes or maneuvers.
In Louisiana, the best way to make sure that you're doing things the right way on the water is by attending and completing one of our boating safety education courses. Learn more and book a course at www.wlf.la.gov. These NASBA-approved courses are statistically proven to save lives. Do the right thing.
Do the right thing.
Do the right thing.
Do the right thing.
When it comes to doing your thing on Louisiana waters, do the right thing.
Peyton Murphy. I trust him.
Very respectful.
Very professional.
Reliable.
Very knowledgeable.
You can't ask for nothing better than that.
Choosing the right lawyer is an important decision. Visit murphylawfirm.com or call me, Attorney Peyton Murphy, 928-8800.
Welcome back to Paradise, Louisiana. And look, I got this Berkeley Abu Garcia fish report, and I got it scattered out everywhere, so I don't miss nothing. I'm going to jump around. So you ought to be used to that now, because I spent the whole time jumping around on everything I'm getting. Is just an influx of information from different captains in the enemy. I appreciate it. But some of them captains are not used to sending me information, and they're not giving me the best or the most information I need is where and what on, what bait, what time of day, what's the water like. And that's what we try to do, give you a better fishing report. Now, there's a couple of the news items, too, I didn't mention. The Star's going on right now. Here's some pictures that was sent to me. It's on the newsletter, from the Star newsletter, and it's just beautiful. We got these young clears. We got Claire Shelton, and we got Hayes Stout, Evie, Richmond, Henny artists showing Marcelo, Mina, and then they got, it's just to watch these. It's Stan Uby. They got their trout, they got sheephead, and there's their pictures. They're weighing in. Don't forget, that's free. You go over there and get these kids, and their chance to win a boat, kayaks. There's so many things still out there to be won, and the summer's just here, and this is gonna be going on Labor Day. Just make sure you got your Star ticket. There's been a couple fish caught. Y'all saw that in the newsletter. Redfish were caught without, and tagged redfish, and people wouldn't register. So, like my old buddy Sam used to say, Sam Barbera, he said, don't be a couillon. Man, don't be a couillon. Go register for that Star. The DU State Convention is coming up July 17th and 19th. It's going to be at the Hilton in Lafayette, so you can put that on your calendar. If you got any other questions, just keep watching. Paradise, Louisiana. Looks Joe Macalusa's column in the Advocate. And look, we got some of the best outdoor magazines going here in Louisiana. Just keep up, So now, let's start with the fishing report. Right now, the hottest thing is still Slidell, Louisiana. I ain't going to say no more. Mike, I feel ashamed of myself. He was busy all weekend. I was trying to call him because my nephew was over there. Catch a few one day, and they were staying there and checking the camp. And the word was the Biloxi Marsh, and then the Trestles. Okay, and then he said, well, if we got a lot of rain, we got a little storm, if it muddy up, look for the clear water. So everybody was telling me, you can go to the trusses, you can go to the bridges, but the best reports were coming in Lake Catherine, and also they were saying go to the edges of the Biloxi Marsh. What made the Biloxi Marsh so good, and if you see some of these pictures, Captain Mike and Captain Chris Robertson, them, they doing dual trips. They're going out 3 boats here and there. Sometimes they run 2 and 3 times. They coming back in, and people want to say, hey, can you take me 2 or 3 hours? These people are wearing themselves out, and me, I'm gonna get punished because I'm fussing. I say, hey, you didn't send me no report. Well, the boy stopped fishing this morning, and I'm talking about Mike Brantley, and they're one of the best there. I got a report from Salty Frog. Okay, they sent Mitchell and them sent me some. I got St. Pay. He been sending me. He ain't been giving me enough information what bait and not, but he's sending me some good pictures and telling me. So always Dudley Vanderboer and Captain Mike Gallo, they fish, all of them fishing Pontchartrain and them, they know where to go. If you got any questions, call Island Marina. You can call the Wrigley's, see if they got bait, shrimp. Lately, most people got them. It's just the hottest place going on. If you look on Facebook, like I told you, all these guys down in Venice, when they're going out, they're catching offshore. You ought to see the snapper people are catching out of Grand Isle. I'm getting great reports from out of Grand Isle, Sand Dollar, and all the rest of them, bridge size especially. They all got live bait. All these tournaments coming up. You start scouting. You just go there and watch them. You'll go to cleaning tables and you watch, and you happen to be, when you get in, if you didn't do, go by the cleaning table and just be looking around. You see them cleaning fish, and they might not tell you where to go, but just look at their boat, look what baits they got on. You don't have to be sneaky. Just be observant. And to tell you what, Louisiana, we bless this. Some people, they're not fishing rodeos, tournaments. They share their information. They want to see everybody cuff, and they've been there. I know I've been there. I've been there when I first started going saltwater. I used to be at the landing, and I've been out there fishing the surf, and I catch a few, and I see them come in. I remember the first time I fished the surf, they had 3 boys there with LSU students. They waded out there. It was the middle of the morning. We've been out there early. When we having mackerel cutting our bait and mosquitoes, and we catching a few fish on sparkle beaters and spoons, and them guys fishing top water and their stringers are that far. So that's the fishing report. That's the best news I can give you. Going to freshwater right now, you see these tournament reports, I'm shocked. Winning stringer came from the spillway. No telling where they ran, okay? They put in dry runs, they run wherever. They couldn't go south, 90, okay? But Lake Verret area, I told you, you might find them here or there. A lot of people running north, going up to Bay Natchez, going up to Bulltail. Sackley, I see a few Sackley coming from Verret. We had the tournament, lay downs, and brush tops. But Toledo Bend, still hot. Big Bass, Sackley, Concordia, St. John. Look at these kids fishing that turf. I didn't get enough St. John, but that's sister. Last week I didn't tell y'all, but I had the good reports coming from Lake Bruin. Early in the morning, under those trees, fishing top water. And then later in the day, they're fishing piers and cranking. They're fishing brim-colored crankbait. So that's the reports we're getting. And let me run through my mind. Slidell, Bass, in the canals, off of them subdivision canals, and they can do it. You can do it. And can I tell you, my pier, my deck, 7 species of fish. I'm talking about brim, river cats, blue cats, You might catch a hard there, be careful. But you have to look and watch them. They catching bass, and then at night under the lights, they catching speckled trout and redfish. You got to watch them fishing at night. You make sure you better check the size number. Just because it's late at night, you know, you're doing yourself some harm. But you can also get caught on your own dock keeping the wrong side fish. So, any other news? Let me think. Fishing, waiting on that Chapel spillway. It was very encouraging. That we won one or two boats, but during dry runs, and like I said, they were out there. Steve Fontana and them are telling me. I keep telling y'all, we got a wildlife and fisheries meeting coming up in the first week of July. I'm sure there's going to be some reports and better reports of fish kill. I'm still trying to get some outdoor writers I know are there and some of their opinions on how bad it was. I got some pictures some people showed me that, and it come from the wildlife and fisheries. So some other people told me, oh, they ain't going to give you much information. And if people don't know what they're talking about. We've been lucky with our wildlife and fisheries people. You know, I know we worked, Joe Malak, Lucy, and Don Dubuque. We did duck studies. We did for model ducks. They tagged them with wood ducks. We'd get up 3 o'clock in the morning, go on Amite River Basin, throw them cannon nets. We did studies for turkey. They'd allow us to go along. Back in the old days, Joe and them used to fly when the flyover was checking the ducks, how they were coming in Louisiana. I can't say enough. I've never had trouble with the wildlife and fisheries, no matter who the secretary was, who giving us the most information they can, if they had it. Now, it's coming out. We got a sports writer I've been trying to reach, one of the best outdoor writers out of New Iberia. One of my friends told him to call him. He keeps up with it. We're going to bring him on the air. We're going to do a little study. We're going to always have our fishing report, and hope we don't get too long with me talking. So stay tuned. Look for us next week. You know the main thing right now, hurricane season. God, protect Louisiana. Keep the storms away, because the fishing is only going to get, not only the weather going to get hotter, but the fishing going to get hotter. Further you go in football season, you just think about it. So one more time, congratulating the LSU. Jason, I did that. Jason got pictures from everywhere. I apologize, but this is fishing on the show. See y'all next week.
This is your weekly trip to paradise, Louisiana style, with Gary Risponi. Paradise, Louisiana is also brought to you by Baton Rouge Coca-Cola Bottling Company, Benny's Car Wash and Oil Change, CCA Louisiana, and the CCA Louisiana Star Tournament, IMCO, and by Farm Bureau Insurance.